There are plenty of popular myths about dogs that we've all heard, but many of them are far from the truth. For example, people often say that when a dog licks you, it's a kiss of love, that 1 human year equals 7 dog years, or even the belief that a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. While these myths might make for fun conversations, the truth is often more complex and sometimes completely different from what we've been led to believe. Firstly, one of the biggest misconceptions is that many people assume when a dog wags their tail, it means they're happy. Sure, a wagging tail can indicate happiness, but it's far from the whole story. The speed, position, and even the direction of the wag reveal a lot about their emotions. For example, a slow, low wag often indicates uncertainty, while a high, rapid wag can signal aggression or excitement. Even the direction of the wag matters too. According to a study, dogs wagging their tails more to the right are feeling positive or relaxed, but when the wag shifts more to the left, it's a sign they're uneasy or stressed. It's incredible how much their tails can communicate, offering us a window into their emotions if we know how to read the signals. If you find this information interesting, let us know by clicking the like button on this video. Now let's dive into another common myth. Dogs eat grass when they're sick. Another common belief is that dogs eat grass when they're sick. While this can be true in some cases, sometimes dogs snack on grass because they're bored, anxious, or just looking for something to do, much like how humans might fidget or snack mindlessly. In fact, a study at the UC Davis School of Veterinary Medicine showed that only 22% of dogs who eat grass actually vomit afterward, and just 8% showed signs of feeling unwell before grazing. So, while the occasional grass nibble isn't a cause for concern, you should keep an eye out if your dog is eating grass frantically or excessively. In such cases, it's worth a trip to the vet to rule out any underlying health issues. Grass itself is usually harmless, but not everything your dog tries to eat is safe. This brings us to another widespread misconception: the idea that foods safe for humans are equally safe for dogs. Many assume that if a food is safe for humans, it must be fine for dogs too. Unfortunately, that's a dangerous misconception. Some foods that are perfectly fine for us, like chocolate, grapes, macadamia nuts, raisins, and onions, can be toxic to dogs. These seemingly harmless items can cause serious health problems for your furry friend, making it crucial to understand what should be off-limits in their diet. To ensure your dog's health and happiness, always consult your vet about what's safe for them to eat. Now let's talk about a myth that almost everyone believes: 1 human year equals 7 dog years. While it's a simple way to estimate, it's not entirely accurate. This simple calculation likely arose from comparing the average human lifespan of 70 years to a dog's lifespan of about 10 years. However, dogs age much faster during their early years, and their lifespan varies significantly based on size and breed. For example, small dogs often live up to 15 years or more, while larger breeds may only reach around 8 years. The American Kennel Club explains that a dog's first year is roughly equivalent to 15 human years. After that, each dog year equals about 5 human years. Recognizing these differences allows us to better understand our furry friends' needs, particularly as they age, ensuring we provide the right care at every stage of their lives. It's time to debunk this common myth. Many people believe humping is exclusive to male dogs. The truth? Female dogs are just as likely to engage in this behavior, and it's not always about reproduction. Often, humping is a way for dogs to assert dominance, relieve pent-up energy, or express excitement. Speaking of things just for male dogs, some people think only male dogs lift their legs to pee and mark territory. Similarly, people think only male dogs lift their legs to pee and mark territory. In reality, female dogs can do this too, especially smaller breeds or those in heat. It's their way of making their presence known. My female Chihuahua proudly joins the leg lifting club every time we go for a walk. It's a reminder that marking territory isn't just a guy thing in the dog world. It's a universal canine behavior that transcends gender. No matter if you have a male or a female dog, this next myth will affect every dog: the idea that dogs need to chew on bones. Many dog owners believe that chewing on bones is a natural and necessary activity for their pets, but this common myth comes with serious risks. While chewing is great for reducing stress and keeping teeth clean, real bones can be dangerous. They can splinter, causing cuts in your dog's mouth or throat, or even puncture their stomach. Worse, bones can break teeth or become choking hazards. To satisfy your dog's chewing instincts safely, opt for alternatives like durable nylon chew toys, rubber Kongs, or other vet-approved options. These provide all the benefits of chewing without putting your dog at risk. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, we'd really appreciate your support by hitting the like button. It means a lot to us and helps us create more content you'll love. Speaking of safety, here's a seasonal myth. Shaving dogs in the summer. Shaving your dog in the summer might seem like a smart way to keep them cool, but it can actually do more harm than good. Your dog's coat isn't just for warmth, it's a natural shield against sunburn, bug bites, and overheating. For double-coated breeds, shaving can disrupt their body's ability to regulate temperature, making them more vulnerable to heat stroke. Before reaching for the clippers, talk to your vet to see what's best for them. Now let's switch gears to a myth that might change the way you choose toys for your pup. Dogs are colorblind. Ever heard that dogs only see in black and white? It's time to let that myth go. Dogs can see colors, but their vision is different from ours. For them, reds may appear brownish-gray, and greens, yellows, and oranges often blur together as yellowish hues. However, they see blue remarkably well. So the next time you're shopping for toys, opt for blue ones. They'll pop against the green grass far better than a standard green tennis ball. Here's a myth that could harm your relationship with your dog. You need to be the pack leader. A popular myth says that you must dominate your dog to prevent them from taking control, but this stems from outdated theories about alpha wolves competing for dominance. Modern research reveals that wolf packs function more like families, with the leader acting more as a parent than a dictator. The same applies to your dog. There's no need to assert dominance by eating first or keeping them off furniture. Instead, make decisions based on what works best for you and your dog's unique personality, not out of fear of losing control. Now let's address the next common misconception. Some people think playing tug-of-war with their dog will spark aggression, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Tug is a great way to strengthen your bond, give your dog a solid workout, and teach valuable commands like drop it. It's all about setting boundaries and making the game fun and interactive. Plus, it shows your dog that playing with you is more rewarding than chewing up your shoes. While tug is a fantastic way to engage and bond with your dog, not every activity is a universal favorite. Take fetch, for example. Not all dogs love it. Sure, many do, but some pups just aren't into it, and that's perfectly okay. If fetch isn't their thing, try different activities to find what they enjoy most. Speaking of exercise, there's a saying, a tired dog is a good dog. But have you ever seen an overtired toddler at the end of a long day? While they might be physically exhausted, calmness is often the last thing you'll see. Tantrums and chaos are more likely. Similarly, an overtired dog can become hyper or even nippy. Instead of exhausting them physically, aim for a balance of physical activity and mental stimulation. Puzzle toys, training sessions, and interactive games are great ways to engage their brains and keep them happy and well-behaved. Let's clear up a common but slightly unpleasant myth. Is a dog's mouth really cleaner than a human's? Not quite. Both dogs and humans carry billions of bacteria, but dogs carry different bacteria than we do. While most of the bacteria in a dog's mouth won't harm us, it's not exactly squeaky clean. This myth likely stems from the idea that dogs' mouths rarely cause illness in humans. Speaking of misconceptions, let's address a big training mistake, rubbing a puppy's nose in their mess to stop accidents in the house. This old-school method doesn't teach them anything except fear. Instead, clean up accidents with an enzymatic cleaner to remove the scent and focus on positive reinforcement. When your pup goes in the right spot, shower them with praise and maybe even a treat to show them they've done the right thing. Finally, let's revisit another quirky behavior that's often misunderstood: why dogs lick us. Many think it's their version of a kiss. And while that can be true, there's more to it. In the wild, wolf pups lick their mother's face to request regurgitated food. So when your dog licks you, they could be saying, "Hey, got any snacks?" Alternatively, they might simply enjoy the salty taste of your skin, especially if you're sweaty. Licking can also be a grooming behavior or even a sign of affection. Whatever the reason, it's just one of the many ways your dog communicates with you. By recognizing these myths, you're one step closer to understanding your dog on a deeper level and creating an even stronger bond. But wait, did you know one of the most common ways we show affection to dogs might actually annoy them? If you're curious about why you should stop patting your dog's head and what they really want instead, watch our video on your screen now. And your dog will thank you for it.